My name is Mofulusho Eludre. I am a visual artist. I am a painter. I work primarily in oil, watercolors, and acrylics.
My name is 𝐓𝐻𝐾𝐿 I'm an artist. I'm a painter.
My name is Marietta 𝐓𝐻𝐾𝐿 also known as One Lazy Artist. And I am a painter and I draw as well.
I'm Timothy Popola. I am a paper collage artist. I develop interest. I form figures with paper. My vision is to turn waste to wealth. So I use scrap, I turn them to what is meaningful.
My name is Moses Oyeleye. I'm a visual artist. I work with ballpoint pen and acrylic.
I am here currently at the Artist Talk Residency. I started painting professionally in 2018 after graduating from school, and I have been at it ever since. I heard about the residency. I actually saw it on a friend's Instagram status. Then it was probably like the day before it closed, and then I just decided to apply. I was excited. I mean, it's something new. I've never tried out the residency, so I was excited to actually get selected.
Coming here, I'm looking forward to an all-round immersive artistic experience where I can learn from learn from mentors, as well as also build my own personal style even further than what it is. And hopefully the getaway experience should give me some sort of silence in my head in order to actually create something different or something revolutionary compared to what I usually create. So I'm hoping to do something different when I leave here.
I'm here to learn how to turn my hobby into business, how to get something tangible from what I do.
I hope to just gain more knowledge and basically discover new things about the art sector, most things that people don't really talk about or that you don't hear every day.
My name is Blessing B. Azubike. I am the director of the program we're having here today, the Artist Ladder Konnect Residency. It's an immersive experience for visual artists. We are gathering emerging and mid-career artists, very young guys who are exceptionally talented.
My expectation, basically, as a visual artist, is to ensure that I improve on my organizational and managerial skill.
I hope to understand more about the business side of art, not just the creative side, like the business side, the process of marketing oneself, branding oneself, and actually selling artworks.
I want you to know that you're not just people that are very clever at painting pretty pictures. I want you to see yourselves as leaders in this society.
Our vision for this project was to getting exceptionally talented young artists, so we put out a call out, and that was out for a couple of days, but we got in so many entries. We got in about 150 entries in just a few days. There were so many people who were eager to be part of this program. The selection process was difficult because there were so many talented people, and we had to, painstakingly go through each one and, look through and decide why we have to go with the ones that we went with, and now we're here with 5 of them, and we couldn't be more excited to be on this journey with these 5 exceptionally talented young artists. Running them through conversations and things that will cause a mind shift and affect the sort of work that they put out. For this program, we're working with 2 mentors. One I like to call the mentor in residence. He's Mr. 𝐓𝐻𝐾𝐿 𝐑𝐞𝐬𝐢, who is mentoring the artist in drawing. We chose him because, when we thought about this program, what we wanted to do was really have like an in-depth experience with them, and to do that with all of the things that we wanted to achieve, one of the things that we said was, let's go back to the foundation, the basics of, art. A lot of artists are doing very well with painting, but then, you know, the foundation is not really strong. Their foundation isn't really strong, which is drawing. And if you know Mr. 𝐓𝐀𝐿, you know that he's really big on that. So that's why we thought about him. And I think that he's been an amazing choice so far. He's such a pleasure to deal with.
My name is 𝐓𝐻𝐿 𝐑𝐞𝐬𝐢𝐝. I'm a painter and sculptor. I also think once in a while that I'm a teacher because I spend a lot of time imparting knowledge to the younger artists, so I would like to say I'm a teacher. So when I was told about the young artists who wanted to take part in this residency, I thought, okay, I had a little something that I might be able to impact them with. So that helped to, push my mind towards coming here.
And while he's, mentoring them in drawing, he's also talking to them about his experiences, sharing his experiences, what he's been through as a younger artist, what he's going through now as an older artist. These are things that the younger artists need to hear, they need to know, they need to be able to hear stories that they connect with, things that can, sort of give them clarity and, just remove doubts and show them that they're on the right path.
What I expect of the artists from this residency, growth. I like to also see originality, how the artist's voice comes into play in all the things that they've done.
The other mentor who's spending a lot of time with them is Mr. Imal Silva, who is a Sri Lankan Nigerian. That's what he likes to call himself. He's an artist, he's a gallery owner, he's a businessman. I think that he's perfect for this because he's been able to go from being just an artist to also delving into other interests. So he has interest in healthcare, he has interest in agribusiness and also business consulting. So he's a very rounded businessman, so he's able to have conversations with the artist from the angle of being an artist and also teaching them to be business-minded.
My name is Imal Silva. I'm an artist, but I'm also a businessman. So, art has two sides to it. It has the skills and it also has the business side to it. So I decided to focus more on the business side. Though I still practice, I exhibit time to time. Some of us have to get out there in the market. So my strengths are actually in business development and marketing. And the same skills I have, I've been able to put it to use in other industries as well, healthcare, agriculture. So that's why I do a few things, not just art. I'm here to join the team to give the artists a more holistic approach to their craft and their industry.
One of the things I'm really happy about is the fact that these artists showed up, and from the things that they've said to us, it's clear, it's apparent that they really, really want this. They're looking forward to the sorts of things that would, the possibilities from attending this residency.
I've made so many applications, but I'm very grateful that this one is honored, and I hope to make the best of this opportunity.
So what would be important for me from my angle of facilitation would be to get them to realize what is beyond their art skills, to be able to get them to see the need for self-development, the need for them to engage their audience, their negotiation skills, their marketing skills, their business skills, their brand consciousness. Those are the things that I'll be focusing on as I spend time with them.
Facilitators who will be coming in each day. On Wednesday, we'll be doing mental health, art and mental health with Inya Basile, who is amazing in that regard. And that session, I'm looking forward to that session because when we were planning it, what we said, myself and Ini, was this has to be almost like you're visiting your shrink. It has to be that sort of session where everybody's done with this and they're like, oof. So I'm really looking forward to that as well. NFTs. You can't be in the arts now and not be curious about NFTs. If you're not already active in that space, you would be curious about it. What is it about? How do I get into that space? What is really going on? People are cashing out. What, is this thing here to stay, or is it just a breeze? It will soon blow over. So someone is coming here on Thursday to talk about NFTs. I'm definitely looking forward to that. He wants it to be as practical as possible, so he's asking me questions. Are they with their laptops? Let's get them to actually practicalize it, so all of these sessions will be going on, and the space that we've chosen for this, we don't want it to just be academic, we're just learning how to draw, hold their sessions. We want them to be as relaxed as possible. We've taken them out of their homes to come to this beautiful space where they can relax and their minds can open up to the conversations that we're having with them and to the ideas, better ideas, that they can possibly come up with. So it's also exciting.
Branding and marketing in the arts is very important. People also need to understand the market structure, the equity they are bringing up for, and how to best convert their talent into money. And I think that is one thing that this session has really helped the artists or residency to learn or to see, and I hope they will just take it from there. And I think this kind of residencies should be what we should have from time to time to encourage the Nigerian artists in order to build a very solid ecosystem within the arts.
I was curious to see how things would turn out with them during our session. And today I saw them begin to see life through different lenses after our session and after we spoke. Saw how they've each begun their healing journey, which is a beautiful thing to see.
I think that Nigerian art is really gaining attention, gaining respect, and this is a time where artists need to work on themselves, invest in building their craft, to invest in building themselves, because with the sort of attention that the Nigerian art scene is gathering, if you don't step up, you'll be left behind. That's what I think is really going on. It's no longer child's play. You really need to step up, find out what's really going on globally. How do I meet up with that standard? Yes, I'm skilled, I'm talented, but I need to up my game. If you don't do that, the world will leave you behind.
If you ask me, I believe every artist should leverage on this space. I mean, there's no reason why you shouldn't be able to make a good living from the works that you create. Well, I think what should happen is, I think there should be a community of creatives, of artists who are willing to collaborate and work together to take advantage of this space. Because with anything that gains traction, there has to be marketing effort. And before you can confidently market anything, you have to be confident about what you're doing.
It's so important to have these times of immersive learning and immersive collaborative learning, where we come together to think together, to practice together. Because in doing that, there is a cross-pollination of ideas, as well as exchange of experiences, and that way we can actually learn from one another. Everything is not taught in art school.
When artists leave school, they never get to spend time in the studio again together. There are very few studios that actually accommodate artists and the way they spend a lot of time. So residencies afford them the time to spend together and to, it's like musicians, jam together. And in rubbing minds, they pick up a whole lot of things. In spending time together, they influence each other. And then if you have a mentor or a facilitator who is able to guide, the things that would have taken you maybe 5 years to pick up, you can pick up in 2 weeks.
I can see a different aspect to art that I haven't really been exposed to. Like, I've heard about it, but I haven't really been exposed to it in this type of way. In the sense that art actually has a business side to it. I have other resources as an artist, not just my paintbrush. There are other things I can do to build myself, to improve my skill, my technique, and networking, relationships, and all of that. I think I can even begin now to appreciate art all the more.
You know, there's so much that we want to do. It's really exciting, you know, when you think about the possibilities and all of the things that you can achieve. There's so much, you know, but then you're limited when you don't have funding. You know, I'm glad that, you know, the 𝐓𝐀𝐞 supported in their own way, and we have support from the space as well. But there's so much more that we can do if we have more support. So it would be nice if in subsequent editions we have, you know, support and funding so that we can do more, we can have more artists, you know, we can keep them longer, because for the sort of impact that we're trying to make, you know, 5 days is really not enough, which is why we're actually having the second phase so that we can keep interacting with them and be able to achieve these goals that we have, the vision that we have.